Ladies and gents, welcome again with another video. In today's video, I'm breaking down exactly on how we're scaling this creators coaching program from zero all the way up to 100K per month in 90 days. So here's the game plan, right? In today's video, you'll know exactly on what are the systems that we're using, how we're communicating, how we're removing him from the entire sales process, and what are the marketing strategies we're using to actually scale this coaching program. So without further ado, I'm going to go to my screen right now and I'll walk you guys through on the dashboard we created for him, some of the offer doc we created for him, the communication, the automations, and all that good stuff, right? So let's get into this, right? Actually, before we get into this, if you're also a coach that you're wanting to start or scale your own coaching business, my call link is in the description below, so book a call in if you would like to chat about your coaching consulting program. So let's dive right into it. So here we go. This is a Notion doc that we created, right? So pretty much right now we've been working with him. Finally, we started working with him at the beginning of this month, which is right now, as they're recording this video, it's currently March 8th. So we're already collecting some cash for him, which is pretty solid, right? So 2.4K cash collected so far, 7.5K revenue. So not too bad, definitely need to scale it up. We did about roughly around 37 book calls so far, so show up rate needs to get fixed right now. We're doing a lot of disqualification. I don't know if this is accurate, so we got to fix some of this stuff as well. And also we have a team document, right, for end of day report forms, closer forms, right, and then closed deal reports, right, setter appointment tracker, and also the calendars, right? So pretty much there's that, and then sales assets, right, is over here. Let me zoom in a little bit. So we have an entire offer doc breakdown that we've created on behalf of our client as well, right? So pretty much what we've done is we've looked at his story, we hopped on a call, we practically spoke with him for an entire hour, asking him his story, what his life story is all about, right? And pretty much what we did is we transferred that, and then we also inserted it in our custom AI, which I'm going to show you guys in a couple minutes here, right? And then we practically just created a custom offer that's geared toward his current existing audience, and also that's attached with his personal story. Because people don't buy product or services, but they buy and purchase transformation. So that's practically what we did, right? So again, we have the guarantee, who is this for, the dream outcome, right? And then the grand slam offer, we broke it down, what exactly he needs to record and all that good stuff for all that stuff. So this particular offer that we're running is a helping existing streamers or anyone that's wanting to monetize their content, practically helping them get AdSense, sponsorships, and all that good stuff. So we practically created that, right? And then this is practically what we're going to use as well, a record for the VSL, so people have some information to send over when we're booking them a call, right? So since we just worked with them beginning of this month, right, this is our full 8 days so far, but we officially kind of started speaking, setting some things up 2 weeks ago, right? So the value stack, right, and then all that good stuff, the guarantee that we have, scarcity and urgency, right, we're doing limited spots, right, and all that good stuff. The investment, we decided to kind of go with the 3.997 package, right, which is we could split that down to like 1,500 in 3 payments practically, right? Just because we did a little bit of market research. No one's really doing streaming coaching, and on top of that as well, his demographic is not really gonna afford a 10, 15, 20K package, right? But that's where we're gonna get it to. But right now we're still kind of like somewhat in the testing phase to see what will gain traction, right? And again, we have a free training that we're sending over, which is also what we created for our creator. And on top of that as well, just the application process, we have a qualification form, and we booked him on a call in a closer's calendar, right? And then also pretty much broke this down, all that good stuff. And then on top of that, right, we have the free training that we made him record, right, which is already recorded. And then now we just recorded it actually this weekend, which is I believe it was last weekend, so just Sunday. So we're still trying to integrate it within our setting process as well. And then also some first 10 videos that he can use to create, so we have some traction on his offer. He already has a following. He actually has 200k followers right now on his main account, but it's all somewhat in the demographic of watching him stream, right? So since we're launching an offer, we have to do this purposely, right? So we need to create some educational content that's geared toward the audience we're trying to attract. So we've created a script for him. Again, we slapped this into our custom AI that I'm going to show you guys in a couple of seconds here. That I've kind of like prompted, right? So after that, we created a content calendar for him, what he needs to be doing, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, right? And all that good stuff. So this is practically what we are doing for him for a baseline only, right? That's why there was a lot. And then we did the payment links and all that good stuff in there. Now I want to show you guys what exactly the funnel that we're slapping in and installing into his entire process. So this creator, instead of like hopping on the sales calls himself, right? We're actually removing him in the entire sales process, and we're allowing him to focus on what matters, which is getting his clients' results, hopping on one-on-one calls, and then creating content to attract more of our ideal clients, right? And we practically handle the entire process at the back end. So this is technically what we're going to implement, and then also the stages that we're going to implement and our main focus. We already installed a closer, fully trained setter within the team, right? And then we've already like set up many chats, which is the automations that need to get done, some Zap automation, which is actually what I'm going to show you guys in a couple of seconds. But also, if you guys are interested a little bit more in learning on what I'm implementing within this creator, you should definitely check the video that I recorded, which is also recorded into this. It's gonna be in this channel, right? So, is this video right here, the exact coaching business model that prints 100k months, right? And then also on top of that, right, this one right here, this 2 right here is extremely good. And again, we just recently launched this. This is the only first time that I've actually am offering this within the public as well. Since this past 2 years, I've been training sales reps. I've been placing them in this coaching consulting programs to actually close deals on their behalf. But one of the biggest problem I actually saw is a lot of these coaches and consultants systems are broken, right? So I realized, well, I can keep complaining about it, or I can help them integrate a proper sales process to actually have a good business that's operating to predictably scale to 100k per month, right? So because I've worked with a bunch of 7-figure offers, but I've also worked with a bunch of offers that's only doing like 10, 20k per month, that's even struggling to get there or scratch that. So, and then when I place my clients there that are fully sales cycle sales reps, they're complaining to me, hey, this and that, right? And then at my end, it's like, well, tell your offer creator to do this and that, but they won't listen or implement. So instead of just sending them the sales reps, and this is one of the biggest problems I always see some of the offer creators or coaches or consultants actually constantly make, is they go hire a sales rep and their entire funnel is broken. Their entire backend system is broken, and they're not actually ready to hire and board a setter, a closer, right? And they don't have a predictable way to actually scale past 100k months, because they're the main constraint on the entire business. Why? It's because they're the one who's fulfilling, they're the one who's hopping on the sales calls, they're the one who's marketing, there's the one who's fixing the system, right? They're the one who's figuring out if there's any bottlenecks within the system, right? So they're practically doing a job for 10 different people, or you could say like, 5 different people, and they're doing one, and you only have a limited time on your end, and it's one of the most valuable assets you have as a coach is your time, right? So that's what we practically offer with these coaches and consultants, is to give them buy back their time and actually allow the entire sales process, instead of stressing about it, allow it to get fully automated, and help them out with the entire process, right? So that's the main goal that I have now moving forward, and the new offer that it's kind of still in pre-launch. I'm not officially rolling this out just yet, but I'm taking in a few people to come in and help them personally, right? So if that sounds something you're interested in and you want to chat about it, The call link is below. There's no pressure, right? We're gonna hop on a call, we're gonna chat, right? And again, if I generally feel like we can help you out, then I'm gonna offer you the offer, how it's gonna work out, what exactly is gonna work, how it's gonna work, what's gonna be the main goals, right? And then if we're gonna process the payment, then we're gonna do it as well on that call. But again, we'll discuss it during that call as well, right? So definitely check the link below if that applies for you, right? So let's keep going, right? So I'm gonna show you guys, definitely watch these 2 videos I recorded, which is gonna be the last 2 videos from this video that you guys are watching right now. Because again, I broke this entire funnel down, and on top of that, I broke this entire process down, right, on what you need to focus on. And then on top of that, right, this is what we've used. So I've created a custom AI within ChatGPT, and I'll break down as well on how I was able to create this. But practically I've trained it and really just stress test it with a lot of information that you will find valuable. And I also offer this for the guys that actually will book in a call. Like, hey, I'll give you access to this custom GPT I've created if you speak with me and if we don't work together. So at least you're coming out of here with something of value, right? So pretty much the way I've trained this Dr. Scale AI is I practically trained it with the principles on how to build funnels, you know, from Alex Hormozi, Russell Brunson's, and all of his books, right? And pretty much just applying on how to create a grand slam offer, a no-brainer guarantee, right? And again, that is the main purpose of this AI. And again, the reason why I'm offering this as well is it helps. It's a supplemental resource, right? And now, especially we're in an emerging market, we have to implement and integrate this new technology, which is AI, right, within the coaching consulting space. And I'll break that down more in future videos on what are the main plans that I have, on what exactly I'm launching, and why I'm so confident on why this is going to change the entire industry. And if you want to be part of those first few people that actually is going to make this happen, I'm more than happy to have you and help you out scale your coaching business, right? So again, this is where you're gonna get, and pretty much the behind the scene of this, I'm gonna make an entire video on how I actually create a custom GPT. So if you don't want to work with me, you can go ahead and work with this. The biggest thing though is most I realized is AI is going to help you fast track the VSLs, the free training, the lead magnets, right? The content script and all that good stuff, but it's not going to replace the human insight, and also being able to anticipate on what you need to change and also what you need to insert within this tool, right? Because think about it this way: Facebook is simply a tool, right, to generate leads, or Facebook ads, right, is to just generate leads and acquire clients and book calls. But who optimizes the ads? Who optimizes the entire, ad performance? It's still with human intervention. So it's the same thing with AI tools. Is I can give this to you, right? But if you don't know what to input and what to look for, then you won't be able to utilize it to its best potential as well, right? So it's pretty much what I'm offering my clients. Now let's look at the back end as well and how we're communicating. So I want to share this to you guys, right? So practically this is like what we've created, and we have like the appointment, also like the closed deals, right, and exec channel, team sales. Very simple, very lean, right, since it's just starting up as well. In a couple of videos as well, you're probably gonna see a bit more sophisticated. This is the first video I'm showing you guys on how we're scaling this, and once we've actually scaled this to 100K months, then you guys can see on how long it took us to take, right? 3 months is the goal, but if it doesn't get there, also no pressure, right? Because we're in it for a long run, right? So pretty much we have the appointment automations for the bookings, right? And then made it a little bit more pretty, which is we're using Calendly. Also closed deals, right? Since we're using WAP and all that stuff, right? So this is pretty much here, right? So that's what we practically have on that end, right? So it's very simple. I'm going to show you guys how it's done. So in Zapier, I've practically automated this entire thing. So I'm gonna just log in here a couple of seconds, show you guys the entire backend with this. I want to show you guys as well the Airtable on what we're working on and building as well. so you guys at least have some context behind it. Okay, cool. So here you go. We're at Zapier right now. Very, very simple automation. So it's just payment successful and then book call message on Slack. And also this is the back end of the Airtable as well. On the interface that you guys are seeing on this one, we have the setting, right, and the closer, which is the one that I showed you guys a couple minutes ago, right? So this is pretty much it on how we were able to build this on the back end. Oh, let's go back here. Where is it at? Dashboard. We have the setter appointment tracker, the DM setting and a day, and also eventually we're going to utilize the advertising reporting, the organic reporting, right, and then closer, and then close deals report, right? So that's practically what we're doing. And yes, we've done some automation here as well for EOD reminders, and all that good stuff. Appointment tracker. So if you guys also want to seal the entire process, there you go. You're welcome. So that's practically what we're doing for this client, right? And the main goal is he's actually not taking any sales calls. We are placing fully sales rep trained within his company already, and the main focus that we're now tweaking for him is practically just his messaging. And on top of that as well, we are working on helping him launch his ads as well, and just giving him some directions on what to do there, right? And then we've created a couple of strategic partnership with some people within the industry that has, is way more well versed than me in ads and all that good stuff, so they can get the best results as well as our clients, right? So because right now we're technically a startup, right, and we're just we only have a few clients, and we're not taking in every single individual that comes in the door, right? And we just want to make sure the people that we bring in actually generally can get results for the clients that they're serving. And secondly as well, right, we want to make sure that we're confident that we can give them the results that they're looking for, right? So again, hope you guys found something valuable into this video, and hope that breakdown of how we're scaling this client's offer from 0 to 100K a month makes sense. And I know you guys, the supplemental videos is going to be linked in the description below as well. Those two videos are extremely important to watch, so you guys get more understanding on how we're actually scaling this entire offer to 100K per month, right? And again, if you're ready to actually scale your coaching and consulting business, then click the link below, right? And we're gonna speak and chat. You're gonna speak with me directly. You're not gonna speak with any other sales reps, right? You're gonna speak with me directly as the time of this recording, right? But again, I'll leave you guys with that. Hope you guys found something valuable. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any suggestions as well, any questions you have as well. But as always, I'll always leave my viewers with this: be a creator, not a consumer. Create something today that will inspire you and others. Peace out.